Good morning, Positive Impact Club. This morning I challenge you to think of life as a puzzle. See, when we're born, we open a box and we take all of the pieces inside of that box and we throw it out onto a giant table. The table is our world. The individual pieces are the things that we want to do throughout our lives. Day after day, year after year, we connect these individual pieces, which represent our moments, and we create our picture. Now, depending on how old you are, it will dictate how many pieces you have already connected on your life's puzzle and how clear your life's picture currently is. And we cannot change what pieces from the past look like. However, we can determine which pieces are added to the future and ultimately how our puzzle will look when we're all done. The final item we have sitting on the table with our puzzle pieces is a giant hourglass. And with each second that passes, sand slips through the top of that glass into the bottom. You see, putting this puzzle together is lots of fun, but it's not something we can do forever. The catch to this puzzle construction is that we only have a limited time to finish it, but nobody knows and nobody can tell us just how much time we get. So the past 2 days we talked about writing our own obituary, which is essentially us writing our own autobiography. It's us explaining to the reader exactly how our completed puzzle looked after the last piece of sand slipped through the top of the hourglass onto the bottom. In life, there are so many things that we have to do. There are so many things that we cannot control. Yet, there are so many things that we want to do. But there is only so much time that we have to do it. So knowing this, here is my challenge to you today. Become better at saying no to the things that are optional and do not fit onto your present day priority list. Now, I realize this is extremely scary to many of you, and this discipline will not come easy, but for your personal happiness and overall productivity to increase, it's crucial that you start saying no more often. So here's the problem. Saying no makes you feel guilty. Saying no makes you feel selfish. Denying the requests of other people, it makes you think that you've let that person down. However, when we say yes to the things that we do not want to do, it only makes us feel worse. When we constantly say yes to things that we don't want to do, we feel overwhelmed and stressed and we become burned out. See, you cannot be all things to all people all of the time. You have to identify the people and things in your life that are most important to you. Create a list of your top 3 priorities and focus only on those 3 things during any given period of time. This way, when something is asked of you, you can quickly run it through the litmus test. 1, is this request coming from my people I love and care about the most in the world list? And 2, does this request help me complete one of my current top 3 priorities? If the answer is yes to either of those questions, then accept the request. But if the answer is no to both of those questions, politely decline. It's okay to put a value on your time. You only get so much sand in that hourglass, right? So put a high price on it. Don't get caught up in FOMO, fear of missing out. And don't think that you're letting other people down by saying no. Focus on building your own puzzle. Time is the most precious asset that we have, so make sure you're in control of it and make sure that you protect your time. Don't overextend yourself. Instead, find yourself overjoyed by focusing exclusively on the people and activities that you love the most. One of my top 3 priorities is to spend just a few minutes with you each day. So I am thankful that you joined me today, and I'm hopeful that you found this chat to be time well spent.